Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, mic check, sibilance.
Now talk like you're talking to me.
Mic check, 1, 2, sibilance.
That's not how you talk.
Oh, what do you want me to say?
Just how you talk to me. How you doing?
Good. What's going down?
There we go. Hey everyone, Brando here. So, due to the wonders of technology, part of one of our segments got all messed up, had some kind of weird interference that I couldn't edit out. So, part of what we were previewing for the upcoming year got missed. So what we're going to do is at the end of the episode, we're going to tack that on. And I'm going to tack this on at the beginning of the episode so that you know to stick around. All right, so I'll toss it over to me. Thanks, Brando. And away we go. Hey, this is the Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 94. I'm Brando. I'm here with Ryan, and today we're going to give you a look at the year ahead on this very special New Year's, late in the year Boxing Day episode. Now hit our theme song! Hey, Ryan. We're back for yet another whirlwind adventure. How you doing?
Good. What's going down?
Whole bunch is going down. We've completed our arc of the mono-problematic. We've completed Christmas. We have both gotten through it, and now we are just setting up to go out and stab old ladies at Best Buy so that we can get the best deal we can on a TV.
Yes. Bring your mouth guards. Two things. What was with that intro?
Well, I'm so used to talking about the mono-problematic problems of Commander, and I'm just kind of not really sure where I was going to go with that one.
Oh.
Kind of midstream. I called a few audibles in my brain, and here we are.
Okay. Second thing. This one's in the bank. So we're definitely not recording this on our regular schedule. We're here at the night.
Yeah, we're here in the middle of the night, which is like 5 o'clock?
Yes.
In Canada, it's been dark for 5.5 hours already.
The sun went down at 4:55 today. I looked that up. I Googled it because we were going to look at the Festival of Lights or whatever with all the Christmas lights. I just had a beer burp. I had beer.
It's the 25th anniversary of that.
Really?
Yeah.
They've raised like over $4 million.
It's pretty cool.
But now that you tell me it's the 25th anniversary, that's far less impressive.
Or is it 20th year? 20 to 25 years. It's a thing. It's the something in H.P. Billiton Enchanted Forest?
I don't know. Sounds like we're shilling for them.
They're a good cause. It's a cool night. If you're in Saskatoon and you're planning on coming down to the big city, it's worth the like $8 or whatever it is to go through. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you hate daylight and if you hate the heat.
Yeah, you don't have any of those things there. Or here in general, if you're here.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, okay, we got it in the bank. We're recording at a weird time. You say year in preview?
Year in preview. Everybody does a year in review. And that's just my ass, because I don't remember everything we did this year. We had an action-packed year, so it's way easier to just look forward and talk about that instead.
Agreed. Speaking of, though, I mean, we probably do owe it to 2018 just to look back a little bit.
Right. I guess. So, do you think we'll be some of the first people to lament, 2018, the year that would never end? Do we want to be those people?
No, I think 2018 is the year that everybody got offended by everything.
It definitely was.
I wonder if anybody got offended by us.
Ryan, have you listened to the show?
Yes.
You know the answer to that question. We've been talking for 5 minutes. We haven't made a joke about fists going into anything. We're above board for 2018.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, speaking of fists, fist me our social media coordinates.
That's pretty good. Okay. We are CCOPodcast on Twitter and tappedout.net. That's where you can see this week's list, last week's list, next week's list, but there's no list this week. We're also commandercookout@gmail.com. That's where you can send us love mail, hate mail, show suggestions. No nudes.
We are getting Christmas cards from people.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and if there's nudes in them, as long as they're not of you, I'm good.
Excellent. We're also Commander Cookout on the iTunes, the Google Play, the Google Machine, Podomatic.com, where we maintain our stranglehold on the #1 games and hobbies spot. We're also on YouTube, Patreon, Facebook, EDHREC.com, and FlipsideGaming.com, where you can use CCO promo code CCOFU to get 10% off your entire order store-wide. And if you missed any of that because it was too fast, you can check us out on the official home of Commander Cookout on the entire internet, CommanderCookout.com.
CCOPodcast.com. I'm having a tough time getting into the right spot tonight because we're actually recording in the Wood Age studio.
If you remember from way back, was it like episode 7, I think, was the first time we were in here in the Hopeless of Gear Report episode, and we sat down. It's got the shitty wooden board, and the chairs are both broken, and my mic is like way too high because it's all floppy like a dink, and yours is like...
You gotta like balance it straight up so it doesn't fall over and hit you in the head.
And yours is like, it keeps trying to jab out and hit you in the mouth.
So springy that I gotta like lean back, and the wheel of my chair doesn't work right. Oh... Well, it's fitting that we started the year in this studio. Now we're finishing the year in this studio.
Ooh, I like it's like putting a bow on the whole year. I dig that.
Yeah, you know what? Funny, putting a bow. We're talking about 2018, looking back just for a few minutes at the highlights or lowlights. It depends. So our song on our set review episode, you used a funky, sweet little new part of our song.
Yeah,
I like the intro.
I did too.
Everybody else likes it so much that they steal it and use it.
What?
Not the funky new part, but like the regular part. Remember, Wizards stole our song. That car ad that the CFL was running stole our song.
Oh, yeah.
I got an email from a guy the other day. I don't know if we talked about this on air yet. He sends me an email. Says, 8-pound rubber hammer inside. Do not Google or do not open or something. And I thought, 8-pound rubber hammer?
How can I not open that?
Yeah, so you know what I did?
You opened it and you Googled
Straight
it.
in.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out there's like this exercising, like sledgehammer looking thing that's got this 8-pound rubber hammer on the end. And it was like a super sweet, oiled up dude, sweaty, working out guy swinging this 8-pound rubber hammer hitting a big tire. What song was he listening to?
The Commander Cookout Podcast theme song?
Yes.
Wow.
You don't even know what to say.
No, I don't. I really don't.
Are you imagining a greased up dude swinging an 8-pound rubber hammer?
I'm picturing that new character from Street Fighter V. He pours oil all over himself so he can belly slide across the street to do sick moves to people.
Oh, like Rey Mysterio slid on that chair on TLC and fell off the ring and landed right on Randy Orton?
Yes, exactly like that, except way weirder with a greasier mustache. He looked kind of like Mario if Mario had been jacked. And by been jacked, I mean is jacked, not like got jacked up like on Say Yes to the Dress, which Kyla has been watching a lot of.
Oh, God, run. Just go in the opposite direction.
So we haven't had cable for a long time, and now that we have it, I super regret having it because it's just Say Yes to the Dress all the time.
Worst ever.
Yeah.
You know how you solve that?
Cancel cable.
I was going to say get married, but then I didn't because it doesn't end. Rebecca still watches it even though we're married. And hold on just 1 second here, because we missed a greased up jacked Mario joke.
We're slipping.
In greased up grease from Mario, he's so greasy it dripped right off. Do not Google greased up Mario. I'm sure you'll get bad stuff.
Absolutely, you will.
I was just going to open my mouth to say, should we talk about a deck? But there's no deck.
We could talk about a deck, but...
You know what? Since we're looking back at 2018, just a couple more minutes longer. Favorite deck of the year? This is like a little teaser for our upcoming 100th episode, our birthday or anniversary episode. What do you think?
I'm going to go with the one that I talked about the most and worked the hardest on and got the most shit for, and my baby's first Stacks deck.
Ooh, yeah. I think at the time it was, you were deciding if it was going to be green or green-black or whatever. Anyways, it's your Stacks deck now, and you're such a piece of crap that you might actually tweak it again.
Yes, I might tweak it, add 2 more colors.
Uh-oh.
And play a Traxta.
What?
That's how far I've fallen, ladies and
Who
gentlemen.
are you?
I feel like my eyes changed color when I said that.
Yeah, like Edward from Twilight.
Oh, no, man.
Yeah, see?
No
See what
way.
you've become?
Oh. Well, I don't know. If I sparkle in the daylight, that'd be kind of cool. Honestly,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Sometimes if I'm in a good mood, I'm feeling like do, and I'm all twinkly. I think that would be cool. You know what?
Here's the thing. I just called you out for being a piece of shit. My favorite list from this past year is the Tygom's Tune Down or Tygom Tune Down. I think it was episode 83 where we did Tygom Ojutai Master who just like rebounds extra turn spells. I'm such a piece of crap that I built a deck just kind of like that. Except I'm an even bigger piece of crap because it's Edric, Spymaster of Trest.
And you're shitting on me, Jacob. That's the werewolf from Twilight, right?
Yes.
There, now we're both garbage. The difference is I'm kind of effeminate and you're just a jacked dude with the personality of a potato. As far as our Hollywood counterparts go, in real life we're both quite sweet.
Yes.
Ish.
Speaking of being sweet, we could move into some patron shout-outs.
Sure.
We've got some, and we're going to pack some in here because I wanted to get as many in before the end of the year as possible.
Okay.
First shout-out, and this is kind of a pre-shout-out because it's not official yet. Shout-out to my mom, Bonnie. She signed up, and she's like, okay, I'm all registered. And I got an email saying that I'm not a patron of anybody's podcast yet. I was like, you did it wrong. So she's trying.
From what I know about your mom, nothing about that story surprises me.
No. But
aren't all moms the same? They can't do the internet.
I'm helping.
Yep, I like it.
Shout out to all of our family members that contribute, though, because Kyla contributes.
Yep, she does.
She's a patron, and I guess this is funny. My notes say it takes a village to raise a child, except it takes a village to raise a podcast. So thank you to all of our patrons.
Yeah, and we have the coolest village that there is.
We have the whole nation.
Right?
Yes. We're going to talk more about our patron in a second with our year-in preview. Shout out to Rebecca Henrik.
Rebecca. So we could go two ways with that.
Wait a second.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna. You knew what this was. This could be Rebecca Hendick, or Rebecca Henlick.
I like when you kind of misspoke and you said Rebenda Hendick. Rebenda Dick.
Ooh.
Here's the thing. My wife, Rebecca, her maiden name was something really long and Russian and hard to say. And my uncle one time was just like, you're marrying that girl? She going to cut your cock off? Because her old last name was like that big long Russian name that sounded like cut your cock off.
You know, I never put those two things together.
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah. So Rebecca, welcome to CCO Nation. You're, I guess you're not the first lady, but you're the second Rebecca.
Welcome aboard.
Next shout out, Riley Kruger.
I feel like there's a Freddy Krueger reference we could probably make here.
Yes. Does he have any good sayings or songs?
He has one of the sweetest theme songs in horror, Ryan. Everybody knows that.
Never heard it.
What?
Never seen it.
You serious?
You're the horror movie aficionado.
Okay, god damn it. Okay, we're going to use this as a learning experience. Okay, just check this out. Yes, that's the good shit. That's that good shit. Makes you think about little girls jumping rope and then getting stabbed with a lead pipe, doesn't it? Don't forget about the power glove! All those things that happen. It got so meta that the last one was the actors that played the characters in the first movies getting killed by real Freddy. It features a super sweet practical effects scene where a kid that liked to make puppets in a mental institution was turned into a puppet using his tendons as strings and walked out of a window. How have you not seen this?
I guess I just missed the boat.
You missed several, it's like 25 movies.
I missed 25 boats. Next shout out. Donato Mazinga.
Ooh. Donatello Bazinga. It's our second Ninja Turtle.
Mazinga.
What did I say?
Bazinga.
Oh.
No, I like what you said better. The second Bazinga Donatello Ninja Turtle.
The moral of the story is we have a Raphael, we got a Donatello, we got a Leonardo and a Michelangelo, we got the whole set.
Yeah, Leo and Mike, if you're out there, patreon.com/CCOPodcast.
If we get a Leo and a Mike, maybe we can do a Ninja Turtles themed episode.
Oh.
I don't know what that would look like, but we could figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, next shout out. Todd Chamberlain. He's from Australia. Avoid the bad Australian accent jokes.
Oh.
Avoid knifey spoony.
Oh. All right. Okay. Well, this is actually a thing I've always been curious about with our friends in Australia. I'll ask the question. He can get back to us at his leisure. Todd, if your body was a globe, where would Australia be?
Avoid down under jokes. God damn it, I missed it.
Shit. Well, all right. You know what? Just move on, Ryan. Just move on.
Todd from Down Under, Chamberlain.
Sure.
Okay.
Welcome aboard.
Last shout out.
Word.
And this was a hard one.
This is really tricky.
Alexander Stojano. He's I don't know how to say it. I'm butchering it. I'm sorry. Stojano.
So, pulling back the curtain just a little bit, sometimes when we're having a hard time coming up with funny things to say revolving around your names, we'll Google you people. This guy has only pictures of himself from like 1742 and virtually no social media presence.
And every Alexander on Urban Dictionary is like, oh, a nice guy, a good-looking guy, give me upvotes. Ugh.
And the thing about that is all those pictures indicate that he's from like the 1740s. So he's like a wizened old dude now. He's not some good party fun guy. So I'm convinced that he's a ghost.
Yeah, so we thought, Alexander, ghost, you know.
Yeah, our first ghost. So we had a Ninja Turtle and a ghost this week.
I like it.
I like it too.
And my mom.
All right, so we've been kind of talking about all sorts of stuff, but we said we were going to talk about the coming year.
Oh, yeah.
So where should we start, Ryan?
Well, I'd mentioned it takes a village to raise a podcast.
Yeah.
And we truly do have a village. We've got what I think, and all podcasts say this, but we're serious.
About everything.
What? No, what I said, not what you said. We're serious. We think that CCO Nation is the best audience. It's funny on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere. Everybody interacts with us the same way that we interact with each other.
Which is great.
Each other being Brando and I interacting with each other. So we get FUs, we get middle fingers. Brando's walking to work, some guy riding on his bike. Hey, Brando, F you! Driving by in his car, right?
That's a real thing that happened.
Yeah, so that's a real thing. And a bunch of that is possible through our Patreon pledges. And right now our Patreon is pretty long and wordy, and some of the tiers kind of blend into each other. So the first thing that we wanted to address and fix for 2019 is a little bit of a restructuring. Now, nobody has to do anything. Nobody has to change or readjust or whatever. All we're doing is making it a little bit more concise that when you sign up, this is what you get. When you pledge at this amount, you get your sweet nickname. When you hit $5, $10, or $15 per episode, you get this, or this. What I would like to highlight, though, is keep in mind we do have a separate folder in our email that we save all of the deck lists and show suggestions that we get.
And not so easy to say, is it?
No.
Yeah.
No. So if you're a patron at a certain level, you do get a preference as to whether your deck is considered first when we're looking for something for, like, I don't know, maybe an arc of audience. Ooh. Right? Another thing that we wanted to highlight, a new thing for our $10 and up level, is we're still playing with it a little bit, but get this. We've got this new fledgling YouTube channel that we've had a ton of fun with. We're still not that great at it.
No, we're still learning.
But it's one of the things that we're looking to improve. Constant improvement ever since the start of Commander Cookout is something that we've aimed to do. And I don't know about you or anybody in CCO Nation, but I think the podcast sounds pretty good.
I agree.
Brando's got some good editing skills. We prepare. We do our research. We build our decks. Here's the thing. YouTube's getting better. And one of the things that we're going to offer our patrons at the $10 and up level is either early material or access to outtakes, bloopers, or raw, unedited footage. Now, twofold. Two reasons. One, because it's hilarious. And more than anything else, we want to be entertaining.
Yeah, we're 1/2 take guys. So we just turn the camera on and we do it. So
when you get a one take, it's like, okay, cool. When you get a second take, it's because the first take was terrible.
Yes.
And
there's also our Ultimate Masters video that may be coming up soon or is already up. That video came from just over an hour of us playing a ridiculous drinking game. And there was lots to be seen and laughed at there, but we had to take some of it out of YouTube just because that's how YouTube is.
Explicits and not being able to be on anybody in CCO Nation who's under the age of 18. All that kind of stuff. It's the same reason that we try to limit our F-bombs. Like, we do swear, but we don't want iTunes to label us as explicit. So we do try and curb some of that. If you're into that, we're going to have that available through our Patreon.
Yeah. If that's something that interests you, you can go down there. It's patreon.com/CCOPodcast. And we're there. You can take a look at this. You can read it for yourself. We have some exciting stuff coming up in the probably not too near future if things continue going well as they have been, and we appreciate it. So be on the lookout for those things.
Very much so. Now, couple other things, because it's not all about the patron. We just got to get it out of the way. Not going to beat around the bush, though. We did have a successful November and December. We were giving our Christmas theme altars away, and we've decided it was so successful that throughout 2019, all new patrons are going to receive a free gift. Doesn't matter what level you pledge at.
We don't know what it's going to be yet, but we were batting around some ideas: stickers, coasters, little altars if Ryan has lots of time and extra cards to do it and stuff. Just a little thank you for helping us grow and be as prosperous as we have been.
Very much so. I've got some notes on merch we're going to talk about in a second, because that, bar none, we get more emails on asking about merch than anything else. So we're going to touch on that in a second. But the moral of the story is head to our Patreon. It's been restructured. You're all going to get a gift for pledging. If you don't want to pledge, not an issue, because there's always going to be ways to win our giveaways, because nothing is explicitly tied to our patron page, because nothing's behind a paywall. Moving on. We beat it to death.
To death. Just like Freddy and those kids.
CommanderCookout.com.
Love it.
Love it. We've been doing some dabbling in some article writing. That's going to continue. Brando's got his "What's in Your Cart" shopping article.
It's a collecting article, whereas I collect some of the some of the feedback that you guys have sent to me, and some of my own experiences as my collection begins to grow and expand and do different stuff, just to kind of see how we all go through this process of making our Magic collections grow. Are we doing it just because we want to play Modern and EDH, or are you buying stuff because you think it's really neat?
Yeah, and those, of course, will, I guess, somewhat coincide with set releases and other supplemental content that we do with set releases, like our bonus show set reviews, and then our hopefully continuous open flippy type drinking pack opening things on YouTube. I had a serious fun time, except for when I had to sell my shirt.
Yeah, that was awful, man. I'm glad that the upcoming sets hopefully will not cost as much as Ultimate Masters did.
Very much so.
Oh.
So look forward to articles both from me and Brando, and of course look for more YouTube content. More on that in a second. Right now, elephant in the room, the merch. More than anything, t-shirts.
We have t-shirts. Like, me and Ryan have t-shirts, and our t-shirts are cool.
Definitely.
You've seen them in the videos.
Oh yeah, we got to wear those more often.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear mine as pants.
That doesn't even make sense.
No. CCO underpants.
I'd wear that. Yeah.
Not some of our planned merch, but, could be a thing. CCO nudes, just underpants. The tight kind.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay, back on. Focus.
Yeah,
Focus.
Come on, Ryan.
Focus. T-shirts. They are a stretch goal on our Patreon. When we do there, I'm thinking that we'll stick around there just to make sure we hit that checkpoint for maybe 3 weeks or a month to make sure that we can finance them moving forward, because we got to get like 40, 50 t-shirts. That's quite an expensive undertaking, but when we hit them and when we know we're ordering them, we're going to shoot a message out to everybody who's getting them saying, let us know what size you are. We'll order them. We'll send them to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, if you're not a patron, they will be available for purchase. When we know how many we need to get, that's when we'll know what kind of price we're looking at.
Yes. Once we find the place that did ours that we have, and the ones that we made for our crew that went to GP Vegas, they were very good, but I'm not sure if they would deal in the quantities that we are needing to, so we'd have to find a distributor, supplier, all that kind of stuff. But we can do that because we're smart guys.
Yeah. Nah, mostly we just work hard.
Yeah.
On to other merch. You had mentioned stickers and coasters. Pins, hats. Our buddy Joe, F.U. Joe, said he wanted CCO hats.
I guess we could do that, hey?
I would love a CCO hat.
Yeah, I'd wear that. We'll get back to you on that one.
The smaller gifts, like the stickers, the coasters, those aren't just for giving away with Patreon or giveaway winners. Those are also for when anybody sees us at events GPs or whatever that we have planned going to. Stickers, come up, say hi, jam a game, kill Brando with Infect or Mill or something, and you get a sticker.
What the hell?
What do you hate to die to?
Jesse.
Wear a Jesse mask and then kill Brando. Get a sticker.
That wouldn't be hard. I go pretty hard on Jesse. I was actually we were playing the other night. I was actually trying to find a way during my game to tilt Jesse.
What if we went to an event and found somebody came up to us and it's like, hey, F you, Brando, let's play a game. You sit down and you're like, hey, man, what's your name? You want to play? Yeah, he's like, yeah, my name's Jesse. And you're like, oh, no, triggered. And then he kills you.
I'd feel bad. I don't know. Nah, it wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen.
Probably not.
Cutthroat time would come out.
Yeah.
And there's nobody willing to beat somebody with a sock full of sand to win a Magic game more than me.
Or Max Crandel's playmat with a pipe inside of it.
That's right. Put pubes in a playmat, you son of a bitch.
Stupid Max Crandell. Final thing on giveaways and merch. We hit a stretch goal of a deck giveaway per arc. We've been avoiding talking about it until now.
Yes.
And we are confident that every, let's say month, because our arcs are usually a month long, and we've got that bonus episode to play in there a little bit, we want to be able to give a deck, 100-card deck away every arc.
Dang.
Sometimes, I think we were discussing before the show, sometimes relevant to the arc, but sometimes just a gift, like a precon.
Yeah.
And you let us know. What do you want? We want to be able to give back. We want people to be entertained outside of just the podcast, either on social media or helping us out doing whatever undertaking we're currently undertaking. You want us to open up a precon and draw dinks on it so you can give it to your buddy for Christmas, sign it or alter the cards in it, like whatever it is.
Yeah. There's all kinds of things we could do. You just let us know and we'll see if we can facilitate it.
Ooh, you know what I just thought of too?
What's that?
Okay, so you know how over the last year we've been trying to usurp the ninnies and usurp Coin Week?
Yo, we devastated them.
We devastated them until they died.
Yeah.
And now we're like in the top 40 or 50 on all of Podomatic.
Wow.
Do you think that in 2019 we could do like a giveaway where you have to go to Podomatic and like follow us and like us again so we could try and get to that number 1 in all of Podomatic spot?
I think we probably could.
I think that me and you should talk about putting together a campaign to usurp all of Podomatic.
Ooh.
CCO Nation, you want to be part of that? Because that's probably going to involve a deck giveaway.
You want to be number 1 on a streaming service? Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
I kind of do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
That's going to be a thing. Final stretch goal that we hit that I want to talk about.
Okay.
This one's still in the works. New drinking game.
Yeah, we've been working on it.
We've been working hard on it. Hey, we sit down and we're like,
I didn't want to admit it, but yeah, we've been working really hard trying to come up with something good. We got a couple of ideas, a couple of lines of play, if you will, that will give you a unique gameplay experience every time you play it. We'll have that hammered out in the next little bit, possibly over the holidays as we can try things out with our play group and stuff. And we'll have that out to you as soon as we can so that it doesn't look like we just pulled something out of our butts, taped it to an infographic, and slapped it all over social media, because we're better than that.
Yes, that's actually where you're going to find it. That's what I was going to say. Probably on an infographic on our social medias, and probably in the form of some kind of funny YouTube video with you and I demonstrating it.
Goodness.
We will definitely be picking better beer this time.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So we talked goals. We talked giveaways. Holy crap. We have giveaways to do, don't we?
Oh, we just talking about being the best podcast. Now we are the worst podcasters.
Now we're the worst people in the world. So we have some giveaways to give away. We have the card of the week giveaway for a small stack of foiled cards. All good ones.
How the hell did we not do this at the top of the show?
Suspense, Ryan. Suspense.
I suppose.
Okay, first giveaway we're going to do is a altered full art version of Zergo Helm Smasher done by my boy Ryan, donated by Mark the Saskatchewan River Sliver Giver Niles.
Such an excellent nickname.
Yeah, as named by you guys. So who is our winner there, Ryan?
The winner, it's
a drum roll.
Can they hear that?
Probably.
As a subscriber on YouTube, Trey Benefield. Congratulations. You are the winner of a
full art, super cool altar of a Zergo Helm Smasher. Get in touch with us at any of our social media destinations, coordinates, whatever the hell we want to call them. We'll get that sent off to you. Yeah. We also had a premium altar giveaway. I believe we have a selection of cards that we're offering for that one, right?
Ooh, very much so. There are a couple borderless extensions that I have that it's like you can pick one of them, and I've got them. I'm going to post a picture of them up on social media. There is a Stoneforge Mystic or an Opalescence, like a full art Opalescence, or there's a couple not as high dollar value cards that you can have like all of them in one package, or you can pick one of a couple of the 2019 Space Odyssey panorama altars that I have coming out in January. But if you pick that one, you can't have it until January because it's not out yet. Like none of those are being released or sent quite yet.
Cool.
So I'm going to have pictures of them over the next few days. And once you hear this and listen to it on Boxing Day, you can get in touch with us and let us know which one you want.
Should I roll the drum again?
Well, she got like a real drum roll this time.
Shut up.
The winner, Jason Hurd.
What did he heard?
He heard that he won the altar.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Oh, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, Jason, I think that you were a patron for long enough that we don't even have a funny nickname for him.
Dang.
Or I don't remember what it is.
We've had a lot of funny nicknames over the course of the... That's a good problem to have, I feel. We've had so many funny nicknames that we can't remember them all.
Yeah, that's good. I'm not complaining.
And the final giveaway, the card of the week. Giveaway winner is...
As per YouTube subscription, Sean Bittick.
Congratulations, man.
Yes, very much so. So when you guys all hear this, get in touch with us. Let us know your address. We'll send you a Zergo, a altar or altar package of your choice, and the card of the week cards.
Which were, let me see if I can still remember them.
Oh, baby.
There's a Cathar's Crusade, a Cyclonic Rift, a Necropotence, a Lightning Bolt, a Corrosion Grip, a Mirage Mirror, a World Gorger Dragon, and an Animate Dead.
All in foil.
Yes.
And of interesting note, I don't know if that's how to say that or not, but the Lightning Bolt is actually yours out of one of your own decks.
Yes, it's an actual Lightning Bolt that I used to play at F&M all the time.
So you probably killed people with it before.
Yeah, it has blood on its face.
Excellent.
Yeah, figuratively, not literally. It's not one of the ones I used to actually murder an opponent. Those ones I still play.
Sweet. So that's it. That should have been at the top of the show, but people would have tuned out. So that's why we didn't do it. We knew what we were doing the whole time, right?
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us, guys. We're used to talking about decks, okay? We're a deck building podcast, not a world building podcast.
New podcast ideas for 2019. World building.
Neat.
Yeah, okay.
Although it might segue nicely into any kind of arc ideas we have for the coming year.
You stole my segue.
Sorry.
Dang. We do have at least, I have 2 written down, and I know we've talked about 4 or 5. We certainly don't want to spoil them, but we have our 100th episode coming up. I pointed at that earlier, and that one is right at the end of January. I think that we're going to kick off, and that's going to kick off right at the last week of January. And I think it's going to be fun.
I think it's going to be good too.
I want to say more.
We could say more. We don't have to tell
Don't do it.
But we could.
Don't. I'll have to edit your edits. I was holding my hand up to his face like Arnold on Terminator 3.
That's the thing.
So 100th episode, hey, that's coming up. And did you think that we were going to make it?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes. I had total confidence.
I guess, you know what, after 100, I'm speaking like, oh yeah, we're at 100 episodes. Yeah, no, it's like 90 something. We've got 2 months still, or a month and a half still. Great confidence booster, hey?
Well, the thing that I think got me really jazzed up about doing all the things, and like I'm looking at these new plans we're making. It's like, oh, we're going to get to do all this really great stuff. Most of it comes from the most recent expansion that we made onto YouTube, where all of the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive, constructive, or funny.
And that is just a total polar opposite that YouTube normally is. Hey,
Oh
it's
my
a
God.
cesspool for just getting destroyed.
Oh, yeah. It's just everybody hates this. I don't know why anybody's on YouTube. Everybody hates everybody. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But not in CCO Nation. Everybody seems to be getting along. Everybody's having fun. And that's what we're here for. So
That's definitely the kind of stuff that I want to go over on our 100th episode and on the arc that is to follow the 100th episode. Maybe that's what we can say. We're definitely gonna, for example, Podomatic lets us see where everybody listens to us from.
yeah, there's lots of places I've never heard of.
Yeah, and for the most part, I mean, it's the U.S. and Canada because the U.S. is very big and populous and close to us, and Canada is also very close to us. But we've got listeners from all over the place, and we definitely want to give the actual nations that make up CCO Nation a tip of the hat, and that's going to be part of what that 100th episode and the following arc is going to be about. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Me too.
As well as that arc we have teased, another one that we will also tease very vaguely is we'll be going back to another one of our arcs we did, I believe, early this year that was very popular. Lots of people really enjoyed it, and it was real easy on us. So we're going to kind of milk that one a little bit later on this year, probably into the summer. So be on the lookout for that
late,
as well.
hey, making people wait.
Yeah.
You're a dirty tease.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, you do.
I like my teases to take their clothes off on screen.
It's Cam Girl, Ryan. We're a podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you think that we could do that on YouTube? Then we'd be cam girls.
Yeah, I don't want to be a cam
I don't want to
girl.
be a cam girl.
Yeah. I don't want to put things in my bum for money.
Yeah, no.
Not that all cam girls put things in their bums for money, but if the shoe fits.
How did we get on? This is my fault.
This is not where I thought we were going to end up, but it is where we have ended up. So welcome to CCO Nation.
And all the ladies in CCO Nation or anybody who was offended, we are sorry.
You were just asking if we've offended anybody this year, Ryan, and there you go.
Hey!
We did it. Oh, there was that one guy on our very first YouTube video who was like offended that we misrepresented the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That guy, he might have been offended. But I think it also might have been JJ.
He's not even from Wisconsin. He's from Arkansas.
Didn't he eventually go to Wisconsin, though?
I think everybody goes to Wisconsin. Isn't there a saying like that?
No. There definitely isn't a saying like that. Unless there is. People from Wisconsin, as if we know anybody from Wisconsin.
Yeah, especially nobody.
Yeah. If there's some kind of saying where everybody goes to Wisconsin, let us know. So that we
I
can,
think if you're an American Canadian, like you used to be an American, now you're a Canadian, I think you have to travel through Wisconsin. So everybody who's American who's here has gone to Wisconsin and through it to Canada.
What if they drove?
That's how they go.
But up the coast, Wisconsin's not that big, man.
Wisconsin is like the mecca of all of the United States.
Nah, dude, that's Salt Lake City.
That is the mecca of everybody who has more than one wife.
They have more than one wife in Salt Lake City?
Why would you want that?
That just seems like a lot of work.
And a lot of say yes to the dress.
Oh. And here we are again. Say yes to the dress. Cam girls? What the hell is wrong with us?
Wisconsin, Salt Lake City. I've been to Salt Lake City. It's nice. There's mountains, and it's kind of like three cities all like Siamese twin joined together.
Actually, Kyla was there earlier this year. We talked about it a little bit. She said it was really nice too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So good on you, Salt Lake City.
Yeah, and Wisconsin, I guess.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
So let's do a recap and then a final thought of the day. What do you think?
Sure.
This has been a fast and loose episode, as the bonus episodes with no deck list usually are. I'm happy to get a bunch of this off our chest because there's been lots of growth, and there's been a lot of people asking us about merch and future arcs and Patreon and what we're going to be doing after Christmas, right? There's no more Christmas altars. There's no more themes for the months and stuff, right? So again, remember, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/CCOPodcast. Check out the restructure. Maybe we'll post up some little ideas of things that are going to be our sign-up gifts, right? Signed cards or our logo on stuff. Once we get stickers made, and then funny altars.
Yeah.
For sure. Of course.
Or terrible altars. I have
yeah.
terrible altars that I do because I'm not very good at painting. Like Ryan's really good and I am not, but I try really hard.
What about altars that are so terrible that they're funny?
Well, most of mine are that.
I mean like way worse than that.
Way worse than mine.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Ryan. We'd have to do that on purpose.
Yes, that's the point.
Just get Valor to do them.
Yes. It's funny. He's got a fat pack full of cards. He like takes the lid off. You know how they slide off, thunk, and they hit the ground.
And you can hear it, and you're like, oh my God, here we go.
Yeah, no, it's funny because he picks it up and dumps them onto his head. He like makes it rain with magic cards onto himself. And I'm like, oh boy, I wish I was you. And then he lays down in him and makes a snow angel. That's MTG dads right there. They know what I'm talking about. You give your kids all your unglued commons or unhinged, unstable commons. And then they just make snow angels on your living room floor. And then your wife gets pissed off because she gets to pick them all up. Stay tuned. T-shirts, deck giveaways every arc, in addition to our regular giveaways, when applicable. New drinking game. I think that's my favorite.
We do love our drinking games here.
Yes, we do. 100th episode. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I'm super pumped for that one. That's going to be very good.
More YouTube content. And that's 2019 in a nutshell.
Yeah, we're going to have some exciting arcs, and we're going to have lots of interaction with you, we hope. Thank you all so very, very much for allowing us to get as far as we have and to be able to provide what we do to you. We really do enjoy every minute of it, and just kind of getting to be involved with you guys, interact with you at events and online is really cool. Speaking of events, we forgot to mention this earlier.
God damn, I had it all planned and we still didn't mention it.
If you're going to be, what are they called? Magic Fests now?
They're called Magic Fest. You can still call them GPs because the Grand Prix, or whatever the Grand Prix turns into with the new competitive restructure, whatever it turns into is still happening at the Magic Fest. So it's a festival, and then the Grand Prix happens at it. So you can still call it a Grand Prix, just because you're an old curmudgeon.
Excellent. And I am that. So if you're going to be at the GPs in Calgary or Las Vegas this year, me and Ryan will be at both of those in our sweet CCO gear with some of the CCO crew that we talk about all the time.
My CCO skivvies.
Those might also be there, probably not on display until afterwards, because it's also our birthdays in Vegas, so that's going to be a good time. So you're invited.
Yeah, me, you, and F.U. Smitty, all the same week, all the week of August.
Yeah, while we're in Vegas.
I've never been less sober already.
Right? And it's like 9 months from now.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
And not 9 months from now, but also not sober, GP Calgary, end of March, right? March 28 or 29?
It's coming up pretty quick.
It's in downtown Calgary. We're driving. It's drivable for us.
Yep.
We're going to pile in a car like a bunch of clowns and going to crash Calgary. So if you are local to Calgary, Edmonton, Red Deer, Vancouver, Regina, Saskatoon, Winnipeg probably, and then probably, here's the thing, probably people from like Salt Lake City, Utah, Idaho, Montana. If you're part of CCO Nation from those places.
If you're a dirty, rotten tournament grinder and you want to take a break from that and play some real Magic, that was a wink. You can jam some EDH with us. It'll be sweet.
They can't see the wink.
In their minds, they saw it.
They got it.
So if you're going to be to those events, check us out. I think that's a really good punctuation mark. I'm not sure which one to put on the end of this episode, this year in preview as we look ahead to the year of 2019. In closing, on behalf of myself and Ryan and everybody here in CCO Nation, to all of you out there, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and a big F you to all of y'all. And we'll see you back here next year for a new year of Commander Cookout Podcast. Hit our theme song!
F the ninnies.
Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around till the end here. As I said at the top of the show, we had a little bit of a technical hiccup and a glitch, and some of the arcs that we're actually going to talk about didn't actually make the final cut. And so as I record this, it's Christmas Eve afternoon, I guess, and Ryan is out in PA, so I brought Kyla in to fill the chair.
Hello.
Hello, Kyla. So you're like Stunt Ryan.
I am Stunt Ryan today.
So we could call you Kyan or Ryla?
No. Just Stunt Ryan.
Stunt Ryan?
Yeah.
All right, Stunt Ryan. So here's what we got coming up for the people of CCO Nation in the upcoming year. Starting in the new year, we're going to do a super sweet arc of, I think, 4 episodes that'll lead us up to episode 100, where we're going to take the guilds of Ravnica that are being previewed in the next set. I can't remember the name of the next set right now. Less important. And we're going to do an old school deck based on the leaders of the guilds that are coming out in the new Ravnica block.
Ooh. I don't know what you just said.
No, she totally does. She totally doesn't. But she's a good sport. Also coming up, we're not sure when we're going to do this. We might do it after this arc, but coming up next, what we're going to do is we're going to go back at some of our episodes where our decks were either popular or the episode just wasn't to the quality that we would expect of ourselves now, and we're going to revisit those decks and how they've evolved over the last 100 or so episodes.
That's exciting.
Yeah, some of the highlights include my Grimlock deck. I think we might look back at Hirobi, and Ryan has redone the episode 0 Zata Hedron Grinder.
When are you going to cover a Togatog?
We actually are going to talk about a Togatog in that arc.
Because Ryan Togatog Jones, it's not his real last name, is very excited about a Togatog. I know because he screams it every time he's over.
That's true. And lastly, we're going to revisit our arc of audience, which we really enjoyed both because it was super easy on us because you guys did all the deck building, and we really like having that kind of interaction with all of you guys, and we're looking forward to kind of revisiting that and getting some more input and seeing what kind of stuff you guys are playing out there, and how it kind of meshes with our style of deck building. And I'm sure we'll end up with a whole bunch of greasebag, dirtball shit.
It's also really easy to do that stuff when you have an amazing audience.
We do, and we do have the best, and that's why we took the time to come back in and add this little snippet onto the end of our episode to make sure that you guys weren't left out in the cold without knowing what we're going to be doing in the next year. So thank you for coming in to do this little bonus snippet stunt, Ryan.
Thanks.
You're supposed to say you're welcome. That's
you're
manners.
welcome.
That's manners.
Ryan doesn't have any of those.
All right, guys. So thanks again for sticking around till the end. Have a happy new year and a joyous Christmas season. And we will see you again on another episode of Commander Cookout Podcast. I already hit the theme song.